Oh, you know that?
I'm making up, I don't know what this is.
There is, Lithuanian poem. Jam reikės dar aplankyti šimtas bičių avilių.
Hello? Squirrel.
Well, then the squirrel needs some food. I know you don't like them, but I do.
Inside up.
Wait, I need to take off their camera.
Oh yeah, that's it.
So there's the eyes, and here are the 4 drumsticks. We're gonna cook this in the oven. This is gonna take 2.5 to 3 hours to completely. And one thing we found
never know.
is it's best to put a piece of parchment paper right on top of the turkey because there's a lot of wine in here, and that acidic steam will
I
actually.
met her at the dance. Her brother and I were in the same class in high school in Lithuania. Her brother and me. And that was years ago. Then when I came to the United States, and I was at the dance, and I seen this young soldier standing by the bar, and it looked like I know. So I walked up to him and I shook his hand, and I remembered his name was Felix. The guy that we went to high school in Lithuania maybe about 5 years ago at that time. And then so he invited me to his home in Chicago. And next day I stopped over, and there was his sister.
The what?
Did I meet you at the dance when we were young?
Yes, you did.
And then I met you at your house.
Oh no,
with
you
your
did
brother.
not meet me. I'm sorry. You did not meet me at the dance. You met my brother Felix at the dance, who was your schoolmate in high school.
Yeah, I told him that. We got that all recorded. And next day I went at your house.
Yeah, you came, Mom, Felix brought you over for dinner. That's when I met you, at our house.
Right.
And then Felix was on 3-day fast. He went back to the army, and it was your excuse to come over to find out how Felix is doing. And he forgot Felix's address. He didn't take, he likes to keep in touch with him, but it was an excuse. He was after me.
Now you got a different story. Let me see if they used up my onions here. Oh, here they are.
Do you sometimes miss Lithuania, Snows?
What did you say?
Do you sometimes miss Lithuania?
I don't know what you
What I said? Do you sometimes miss Lithuania?
miss. No. Too long I've been away. I spent more time. I spent 16 years in Lithuania, and the rest of it was spent someplace else. So, I don't know where I belong.
When I was only 12, I left Lithuania when the Eastern Front was approaching, And we had to leave Lithuania because if the communist Russia occupied, we would be deported to Siberia. So, Dad told us to go to the border of Germany to a town of Lithuania, Tauragė. And he stayed behind. He was a partisan. He wanted to fight for free Lithuania. So my mom, my oldest brother Felix, me, and my brother Ray, only 2 years old, we all left our home, and it was very hard to leave my dad behind. I remember holding on to his legs and crying, I'm not going anyplace. So he just picked me up, gave Felix the horse reins, and hit the horses with some twig or something, to make go. And that's when we left Lithuania in 1944. Oh, most interesting how he learned to speak English. You gotta tell him.
I went to movies, watched American pictures in England. I took a dictionary and I put it on at one end of the field.
I think it looks great.
Put that, just put it on the dirt, and I looked up about 2-3 words, like whatever, English words. And as I went along reading, I kept on saying those words, pronouncing, English words. Then when I got those 3 words pretty good, then I picked next 2-3 words. And I kept on going 8 hours a day, doing this labor and learning by English. Then I used to go to movies, and I understood now more. When I watched the movies, I understood that, I understood more English. So I understood the movies. And that was pretty good. Rouse police. These are the revolutionaries.
They don't want communism or they're communists?
Communists. Bolsheviks. This is about 1917.
Now what year was Bolshevik Revolution? I think 1914, no?
Well, that was that was World War I, 14. The revolution was right about that time. And my father left Russia in 1917. He ran away. Came back to Lithuania.
Was he in the Russian army?
Yeah. Lithuania visos moteris turėjo muftą.
Oh yeah.
Look at
all those bags.
Look at the presents she's bringing home.
No, those are hat boxes.
It brings me bad memories, because we were in similar situations. But it's a very strong, I don't think they make strong movies like that anymore, Donna.
Oh, no, it was really quite beautifully lit.
I guess it was
and,
very well presented.
Yeah.
Machuta, do you ever dream in Lithuanian?
That's the only way I dream. I guess, it's your native, that's the language that you were born and used, at your childhood life, and that's probably remains. Senel's sister, Irene, when she was very sick, she was dying of cancer, last 2 weeks, I helped them take care of her. And she was on morphine, maybe it was the drugs. She did not speak English anymore. Her son would talk to her in English and she would answer to him in Lithuanian, and I had to translate. So then the hospice people came and we talked to them, And we asked them why that, and said that's very common. That's what mostly, you know, the people that used, you know, their language in the childhood, when they die, they will revert to that. Isn't that interesting?
Very much so.
I gotta find you.